Howdy, Michael here, and you're listening to my rundown of the 11th Great Nest Migration for the Cedar Rapids, Marion, Iowa area. On a whole, I would say this migration for our area turned out to be really bad. There's some really nice areas in Des Moines, Iowa City, along the Mississippi in Iowa, but for us specifically in our area, just not super happy. You can notice just by all the few pins on our map right now. These are things, again, that I care about and that hopefully I can explain to you why you should care about. But first off, there are no starters for us. No Charmanders, Bulbasaurs, or Squirtles. So, not super great. For Gen 2 Pokemon, there's only one, and that's Scizor, and that's way down here in Hawks Ridge Park. So, a little far away unless you're on the southwest side. Um, Again, really good to go to, counts as bug, and I really think that Scizor is going to be super powerful in Gen 2. So this is one that I really want to push as getting a lot, but again, it's a 10k egg. When you click on these, they're going to have some really high CP, so it's not going to be the easiest to catch, and you're going to run through a lot of Great Balls and Ultra Balls to catch these, unless you're a lot lower level. So great, but not easy to get. For water and rock, if you want to fill out both of those, Omnanite is going to be great. It is right down here at Riverfront Park, right along the river. Um, Still, Magnemite, we still have them in the area. That is counting as electric and steel. That's at Squaw Creek, so super good. If you still don't have your ice badge for 200 ice, Jinx is over here at Beaver Park, still super good, but again, it's a 10k egg, so they're going to have some really high CPs, not easy to catch. Up in Lao, we have Menkes, so this is good for finishing out your fighting Pokemon badge, so that's great, and not super great in fighting low CPs, so not too difficult to catch, which is great. For ground, we have Sandshrew over in Shaver Park. Again, not a super good ground one. Rhydon's going to be much better with higher CP, but it is a ground-based Pokemon with that can have good ground moves. But most of the time, I just see steel moves on it, so not easy to get that good one, and a low CP overall. Maybe better for training against gyms rather than having a high Pokemon to take down gyms. If you still care about Growlithe and fire, you got up here at the Tuma Soccer Complex, you have Growlithe Nest. Uh, I don't know, there probably isn't that many Pokestops if I remember all the way up there, but I mean, you can get Pokemon not next to Pokestops. I know people are forgetting this since um, the new thing kind of rolled out to most of the world. Uh, you don't have to be on top of Pokestops. You can hit Pokestops, get the Growlithe that's there, and then walk away from them. Walk out in the middle of nowhere, and there's probably still a spot that is spawning Pokemon and spawning nest Pokemon. So remember that. For Fairy, still one that's really hard to get. Van Vectum Park down here has your Clefairy, and I will admit, when I've gone down to this park, I've had a lot of trouble. Every time there's a nest migration, takes about 2 to 3 days to get confirmed. Whenever I go there, I never see the Pokemon that people say is there. So I'm wondering if this is a really light spawn rate. I should try and change the nest behaviors for you guys so it's more the clusters versus l- l- slower ones. Otherwise, I'd totally mark in Marion, just north of Half Price Books, there's the Marion Water Tower. It's a single Pokestop, but every time I turn on the game, about 60% of the time, there's a pincer there. I would call it a pincer nest, but it's one Pokestop. And right now, we do have pincers up in East Knoll Park, too. So, kind of important, but still not super a lot. If for some reason you missed out on the Ghost Halloween event, Guthridge Park has some Ghastlies, so you can easily get all the way up, get your Haunter and your Gengar really easily this way. The only other one I'm going to push other than, like I said, the Pinsir, because it's a 10k, it's one that not many people have in their collection, is, well, not this Pokemon, Bellsprout. Super common for our area, but if for any reason you don't have a Victory Bell or you only have one, I'd recommend going here. Bellsprout turns into a fairly okay Victory Bell. I understand Venusaur overall is going to have a higher CP than Victory Bell will, but we have so many Vaporeons on gyms right now all over the world. So Vaporeon is still pushed as a defender. So it's really good to push grass or electric and have good electric and grass to destroy these gyms and take them down. So I would really push to get a lot of Bellsprout candy and try and get 3 to 4 good Victory Bell. That means Razor Leaf Solar Beam is still the best combination. Try for good IVs, but try and get these because they are still good. I know it's not fun just getting more Bellsprouts, and you probably have a Victory Bell or two already, but still push for that good move set, that good IV. So I know it's not a lot for this migration, but that's the end of the 11th Great Nest migration for our area. Hopefully it goes better next time, but still it has some things it's worth catching, especially to fill out some of those badges. I know I'm going to try, but we're already running out of time until the 12th Great Migration. So hope you guys are having fun, and I will catch you guys next time.